we want to thank you and your team for allowing us to, giving us an idea of what it is to feel our country, and you can be sure that when we play in London, we'll represent you well too.
Then you'll represent us well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
But I told him, I said, I'm not going to give you any advice on how to play basketball, and I'm not going to talk to you about leadership because you've got Coach Mike Krzyzewski and Gene Auriemma, two of the finest leaders of any profession in our country. But I will talk to you about who we are, and I talk to them about trust. You know, young men and women don't leave their forward operating base. They don't get into a submarine. They don't strap themselves into the cockpit. They don't get out on a flight line or onto a carrier deck unless they trust their peers, they trust their leaders, they trust the institution that supports them. They're clever enough young men and young women to figure out that the message is, if they're going to succeed in London, they better learn to trust each other in an extraordinary way.
You know, the core missions of our Air Force really haven't changed since 1947, when President Truman made us an independent service. Those core missions are still air superiority. We've added space superiority, global mobility, global strike. We do intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, and we still do command and control. And you do them better than anybody in the history of warfare. The proof is on the wall behind me. These are the successful campaigns carried out by the Army Air Corps and the United States Air Force. You should be proud of this wall. These three spires are incredible. Lots of people have opinions on what they represent. Some believe they stand for our three core values. Others for the domains we operate in, air, space, and cyber. But maybe they represent global vigilance, global reach, and global power.
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirled, I wanna be the man that saves the world. Yeah.
Robin Olds is part of my heritage. Eddie Rickenbacker is part of my heritage. My father's part of our heritage. Ralph Parr, Bud Day, those are all parts of our Air Force heritage. Everybody in our Air Force should feel respected. They should feel critically important to what we do because they are. They should feel included in your organization and the mission. And we should all recognize that diversity is very clearly a strength of this Air Force and will take us to places we could not have gotten to without it. If you don't feel you can be part of that culture change, it's time to look for a different job, because we're moving forward in this area. Folks, thanks for what you do. Thanks for making me proud every single day. Take care of each other.
Speaking the language is extremely powerful part of COFIN identity. COFIN identity is very, very strongly linked to the rainforest.
Ser COFIN significa ser parte de esta comunidad, y más que ser parte de la comunidad, ser un líder o ser parte de este planeta Tierra. Es como decir, si algo le pasa a la naturaleza, es como que me pasa a mí también. Es como que es por eso que nosotros debemos proteger a la naturaleza para seguir adelante, que no pase nada malo.